It's finally time. We're gonna roast some resumes. I'm so sorry this took so long. I was on a business trip and we're gonna do it today. So let's get into it. I wanna start off strong with a good resume. So this one's actively good. So listen up if you're looking for some tips for your own resume. What I really like about this resume. Do you see? Look at all these metrics. 10%, 15%. What does that say? 15%, 5%, 10%. Slay. Love. Amazing. What I do not love is notable 15, impressive 15, notable 10, commendable 5. Unnecessary. The other thing I will say about these bullet points is you could get to the point faster. You want to lead with the impact. If you are saying, I did all this stuff, and it had this impact, I might not even get to that part. Successfully analyze customer segmentation for data, 350 plus consumer records, enabling the creation of targeted marketing. That's what's important. You enabled the creation of targeted marketing, which led to a notable 15% increase in blah, 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 by analyzing customer segmentation of blah, blah, blah. This part is not important. I don't really care what you did, because that's not what you're going to do at company you're applying for. You did that at this company, which is valid, but because of your impact that you made a notable 15% increase in customer acquisition, that's good. The company you're going to go work for is going to say, oh, this person, they make impact. That's good. And these skills, yeah, they translate enough. That's cool. Sounds good to me. Bring them in. And I have the same comments for almost every single bullet point. You have good metrics, but you're telling me the impact way too late. Did this thing, which had this impact, using these skills. So use that template to your heart's desire, change out your adjectives, change out your verbs, and just copy paste. That's why resumes should not be that hard. Copy paste, change the words. The last comment I will say is this is very classic data analyst. If you are looking for a data science position and you have 0 machine learning, you're probably not going to get the job. But I do see potential. You might have just left it out because a lot of this is professional experience that feels very data analyst because all of your positions have been data analyst. But if you are trying to pivot, it looks like in your schooling you have machine learning, statistics, blah, blah, blah. And then down at the bottom, down here in this project section, you could really bolster that up if you have machine learning experience that you want to speak to. Just bolster up the projects and explain a bit more about what kinds of modeling you did, if you did modeling, what did you do, blah, blah, blah. And even you could add some stuff in there. You don't need to have every single experience you've ever done. If this one from September 2019 isn't really adding anything, if you're not looking for another data analyst position, having 3 data analyst positions that all kind of are speaking to the same skills, it's not going to help you if you have newer experience, like this project from March of 2023. If that was all machine learning and that's what you did for your capstone or whatever, use that. Don't put this multiple years old job experience. That's not that helpful. But anyways, I like this format. I usually put my skills at the top, but whatever your heart's desire. And this is overall great resume. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. DM me if you make these changes. If you want to submit your resume for me to critique and review on the internet, I have a form submission in my link in my bio. It is completely free and it uploads to my Google Drive, and I've been going through them and perusing, and it's really fun actually, so continue to submit them. I added some extra context if you want to tell me what kinds of jobs you are applying for or anything of the sort. I think there's an option now to write some description. Follow along for more content like this. Bye!